Hi, my name is Chetan Gupta and I'm a mid-career mentor with 20 years of corporate experience. I help mid-career professionals to build a career of significance and expand that into living a fulfilling life. So today I want to talk to you about speaking confidently. And I'm going to give you 10 secrets on how to speak confidently in any endeavor. So join me to master the art of speaking. The secret number one. Secret number one is to know that this is a skill that you can learn. No such thing as being born with it. In fact, if you talk to any of the best speaker out there, they were not born with it. They had struggled with it and they had to overcome their challenges. They have to develop their confidence. So it is a skill like any other skill which you can be developed. Let me give you an example. Have you ever seen the movie King's Speech by Colin Firth? Colin Firth played England's Prince Albert role. In history, Prince Albert was to be on the throne to become the next King George the next sixth. And he needed to speak in front of the nation. Here to speak to England and to all the people, all the citizens that were following him. But he had a speech impediment. This is a true story. So, King's speech is based on the true story of his life. So, Prince Albert's wife hired a leader, hired a coach to help him overcome that speech impediment. And later on, he was able to develop into the leader he is known to. So, you see, being good at speech, being confident public speaker is not an inherent threat. You're not born with it. Great leaders are not born with it. They work on it and develop it. So what can you do to develop that skills? Well, let me tell you what I did. I'll share with you what I did. English was not my first language. I struggled with learning English. I had to learn vocabulary. I had to learn grammar. And I had to study phonics. I had to study English pronunciations. And what I did when I wanted to expand my vocabulary was I read difficult words. Now, I'm not saying you have to read the dictionary from A to Z in order to become a confident speaker. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you want to become a confident speaker and start to develop your skills somewhere, then you need to expand your vocabulary. And the word to focus on are the words that will help you express yourself. In other words, they are words that are emotional of nature. So when you express yourself from human to human, whether or not you are speaking one to one or one to many, you need to learn express yourself. So learn some vocabulary, expand your vocabulary around emotion, and get real and get authentic with expressing yourself. And in that way, when you learn a lot more emotional words, you can also learn to express your ideas. Now, the secret number two. Secret number two is to make it about your audience. Have you heard that the number one fear that around 85% of people have is stage fear? Have you experienced going on stage and being nervous right before a performance? It is the number one fear but the reason why you experience it. The reason why it is so common is because you are making it about you. You are fearful and nervous because you are concerned about how other people thinking of you. You are so concerned about what they are thinking about you. So make it about them instead of because you are speaking for a reason. You are speaking to be heard. Yes, but the main reason, the real reason why you talking to the public is because you wanted to get a message out there. You have a message that other people want to hear. And maybe other people, when they are hearing what you have to say, that's something they needed to hear for the longest time. So make it about them, right? When you make it about them, you are no longer focused on you. And that is how you overcome stage fear. And secret number three. The secret number three is to visualize yourself as a confident speaker. And it is my favorite, and I practice it a lot. So, if you are not a confident speaker, if you have not experienced it, chances are is because you can't see it. You can't see yourself as a confident speaker. So, practice that. Just imagine, use your imagination and ask yourself, what do I want to look like? Ask yourself, what do I look like? And imagine yourself speaking from stage. You want to be as detailed as possible. What are you wearing? How big is the audience? Where is the stage that you are speaking? What is the event? And more importantly, how you dressed? What is your posture? Who are you showing up? What does your voice sound like? I mean, you project your voice when you deliver your masses and you look around in the audience. What are they doing? Are they making eye contact with you? Are they smiling? Are they writing notes? Are they in agreement with you? Are they connecting with you? So visualize that whole experience, because if you haven't experienced the confidence that you want to experience on the stage, it's because you haven't been able to see it yet. So you are not seeing yourself as a confident speaker. So instead of waiting for yourself to get there before you see yourself that way, then your action that you will take will get you there. Secret number four. Secret number four is to know your stuff. You are speaking about, that is your stuff. So whether you are speaking to one person or to a stage of 100 or 1,000 of people, you have to know what you are talking about. You know what you are talking about does two things. First and foremost, it gives you confidence, because when you know your stuff, you know that whether or not there is going to be an interruption from the audience. If people ask you question or if they object to what you are saying, you're not going to get sidetracked because you know your stuff. You know it inside out, and the competency in which you know your stuff is going to give you confidence. Second, it is going to do, it will give the audience confidence because they want to know that The time they are investing in listening to you is worthwhile. They want to know that it is time well spent. So if you know your stuff, you are going to come across confident. You are going to be able to deliver your materials well, and you are not going to be sidetracked by objection or opposition. And so that give the audience confidence, and when they confident in you, they will feel that, oh, this is worth investing my time, and they will connect with you more. They will take in what you have to say a lot. So know your stuff and practice it. And it doesn't matter what your goal is. It doesn't matter if you are there to entertain or just to inform, or if you are there to express your idea or to tell your story. You still have to know your stuff. And this is very important when you are going to speak in a public to the people. Secret number 5. Secret number 5 is to learn how to tell story. The stories are what connect people, and it also what allow you to build your image, your with rapport with your audience. So when you are on stage, when you are in front of a group of people, or when you are speaking with any other person, learn to tell a story, because when they hear a story around it and you wrap your message around the story, your audience will remember it better, and it gives you confidence, because when they are engaged in your story, you can see it, because you can feel that connection with your audience. And when you are building rapport with them through your story, it also helps to build your confidence when you are about to tell the message. So learn to tell story, and remember when you are telling story to incorporate emotion into it. So it does back to the first secret is expanding your vocabulary, learning how to express yourself so that you can tell better story. So if you want more confidence, you want to connect with your audience, and if you want to communicate effectively and make sure that your audience understand and hear what you have to say, give them an experience, and you give them an experience by telling them a story. And the secret number 6. Secret number 6 is to dress confidently. You want to give yourself the best chances of feeling confident. So when you are confident in the way that you look, then you will come across confidence. When you feel that you look good, and when you are confident in the way that you look, then you will come across confidence. So design for yourself how you want to appear on stage. Design that outcome, and it start with the way you dress. It start with the way you present yourself. So dressing, yes, it is clothing, it is accessory, it is the way that you outer appearance look, but dressing also affect your posture. So how do you want to present yourself? How do you want to show up when you go on stage? What is the posture that you want to have? And all of these things, when you taking together, it elevates your confidence. Secret number 7. Secret number 7 is that practice make permanent. So practice makes permanent. So what do I mean by that? When you do the same thing over and over again, that action, that thing that you are doing becoming ingrained in you. And over a time, as you keep repeatedly doing it, in other words, you keep practicing it, it become a habit. So that is how habits are formed, because you do them so often and every day and over again, the same way that you develop unconscious competency in doing it. You don't even have to think about it. You just know how to do it. So so that is also how habits are formed. Until you become so good at it, it become like a reflex to you and you don't even have to think about it. So practice make permanent. In case of public speaking, you want to be practicing the right thing. Causes if you are forming wrong habits, it because you are practicing the wrong thing. So practice the right thing. And how do you know what the right thing is? That is a way it is important to get feedback. Get feedback from yourself. Get feedback from a trusted mentor. Get feedback from someone who has achieved the confidence from stage that you want. In order to get feedback from yourself, first of all, so what you can do is record yourself talking. If you are starting small, if you are starting in a small group or maybe a meetup group or a small stage, make sure that you have someone record and note for yourself. How do you look from stage? When you are watching yourself perform and when you are watching you speak, are you bored by what you are saying? Are you captivated by what you are saying is the way that you are delivering it, the word that you are using, the way that you are expressing yourself and your ideas? It is getting the message across. It is it clear? Is it engaging? So that is one thing you can do to start to get feedback is to look at yourself with an honest eye, without judgment, without criticism, and with a beginner's mind. So that is the seventh secret is that is practice make permanent, right? And recorded all your speaking. Secret number eight. Secret number eight is to know your audience. This is where you want to do some research also. Just a little bit of work here, which you have to do. Think about your audience and who are they? What are the challenges that they are facing? What are the problems that they have? What they are trying to solve in their life? What are they looking for? What language do they use when they are describing their problems? What language do they use on a day-to-day basis? And where are they currently searching for their result? Where are they searching for answers, solutions to their problem? And what kind of result are they looking for? Right? But when you have that clarity about your audience, you are able to formulate your masses in a better way. And it gives you more confidence because you are able to design the desired outcome. When you deliver your masses, what outcome are you trying to have? Are you trying to inform someone of something? Or are you trying to show them and to sell them a solution? Are you trying to entertain them or what? When you know your audience, you are able to design an outcome that the audience is going to receive when they attend your presentation, or when they attend your communication or your keynote addresses. So you know your audience, connect with them in a better way, and use the right language that will resonate with you. Secret number nine. Secret number nine is don't dwell on your mistakes when you are giving a talk. This is can possible anytime when you are presenting or talking to the people. So when you are presenting, when you are delivering your messages, telling your stories, or you are going to stumble, and you might even use filler words. Like so, the filler words are those so that people try so hard to avoid, but it might happen because if you have had the habit of using filler words, it's is that something you always go to. Chances are when you are delivering your message, you are gonna use filler words. So you are going to stumble, you are going to make mistake. Don't dwell on them. Simply just move on. Act as if you meant to say that. Act as if I didn't, if it didn't happen, because if you don't draw attention to it, your audience will not draw attention to it. It is when you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Excuse me," or "I don't mean to say that," you're drawing attention to that mistake. And when they draw the audience attention to that mistake, because if you done everything well until now and you make a mistake, they are more concerned about what you are saying. They are more concerned about how you made them feel than picking out every little mistake that you made. And the thing is, we are the worst judgment of ourselves. We are the worst of doing that. And so we pick up every single mistake that we make. But chances are your audience is not going to do that. They are there to listen to you. They are not there to see you fail. They don't hope that you are going to fail on your face. They want to see you success. They want to see you do a fantastic job. So don't dwell on your own mistakes, and your audience won't as well. Secret number 10. Secret number 10 is to change your psychology when you are having stage fear. So when you are nervous, when you are trembling, when that happens, your body is giving a psychological response. Did you know that if you are experiencing stage fear, you know a lot of people describing that experience as, oh, my heart rate is rates going up. I am starting to sweat. My palms are getting sweaty. I'm scared, right? So that psychological response is not that much different from being held at a gunpoint. It is not that much different from a life or a death response. So you see your body's reaction, the psychological reaction cannot tell the difference. Fear is fear. So when you change your psychology, it means that you move. You are moving, you are assuming a posture of confidence. Think about the time where you were confident. What was your posture? Chances are your shoulder were rolled up. Your head was held up high. Your eyes were looking forward. And not down, and look at your posture. Think about your posture. When you are not feeling confident, chances are you are slightly hatched over. Your eye looking down. Your head is lower, right? So your psychological makes a huge difference. You can change your psychology simply by changing your posture. So change your posture, change your psychology, and that will help you to be more confident. So these are the 10 secrets about public speaking. Implement it and give me a comment below about your learning and experiencing. Thank you.